Are you sick and tired of ChatGPT hallucinating on you? I know I am, especially last week when I was preparing for a presentation with 200 people. It's not because you're using ChatGPT wrong. Now, prompt engineering is very, very important. I'm going to show you a free tool by Google, NotebookLM, that won't hallucinate because it only uses the sources you give it. Here's where people get it wrong. They think they don't have time to learn another AI. Well, I was there last week and I made a choice, and I'm so glad that I did. And that was to learn how to use NotebookLM. Actually, what I'm doing is using both together for two different reasons. But NotebookLM is different because it only uses your sources. No more guessing, no more hallucinations. Hi, I'm Sybil. Welcome back to the channel where we turn clarity into cash flow and ideas into income, all without burnout. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're a creator trying to build your dream life, you are in the right place. Last week, when I went to put together my slides for my presentation to over 200 people who all had my Illuminate mental health journal, I kind of froze. So what I went to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT was all over the place. I can't even explain it. I was wasting so much time. So I decided to give NotebookLM a try, and that changed everything. I want to say this clearly. There's nothing wrong with ChatGPT. I'm actually using it together with NotebookLM. Because you see, creators, our problem isn't coming up with content. If you're like me, you have so many ideas. That's actually the problem. And so to name this problem, I would call it clarity or lack thereof. I could do this, or I could do that, or I could do that. So what happens is we spend more time creating more and more different things, and it's all an unorganized mess, and ChatGPT just gives us more and more ideas. And the result is sloppy output. So in this case, ChatGPT is actually working against us. But before we go any further, I want to invite you into my free community. It's called Income Without Burnout. Inside, there are entrepreneurs just like you, and we're building together. I post what I'm doing, they post what they're doing, we cheer each other on, and we're even starting a 12-week year together soon. The link is in the description below. Join us. We'd love to have you there. So what's the difference? Let me show you. ChatGPT is a great creative partner. It's AI that's really good at idea generation. Now, NotebookLM is really good at being a thinking mirror because it only uses your sources that you give it. It doesn't search the entire internet, and it doesn't have a memory in the same way, etc. Instead, what it's good for is synthesis and understanding of your own ideas, and then creating slideshows, quizzes, infographics, and so much more. So to pull off that presentation for those 200 people in a short amount of time, here's what I did. I used ChatGPT first to help me generate ideas. I knew they all had the Illuminate journal, and that had to be a key feature, but I also wanted to teach them a couple other things. So I played around with ChatGPT first. Then I went to Google Docs, made my own sources, and inputted them into NotebookLM. From there, I got the most incredible slideshow. And if you stay till the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can edit those slideshows in Canva. So I put all of my sources into NotebookLM as a thinking mirror. NotebookLM is Google's research and thinking tool. It's not a chatbot that guesses. It's a workspace that only thinks with your sources. You can upload Google Docs, PDFs, slides, websites, YouTube channels. It's unbelievable. And NotebookLM does not roam the internet. Instead, it creates a notebook for your specific project and interrogates your sources. It answers questions like, what am I actually saying here? What theme shows up across my work? How does this all connect? It turns your messy thinking into structured insight. I like to think of NotebookLM as a thinking mirror. It does not replace your thinking, it exposes your thinking. And one of the coolest features is the audio option. You can literally listen to a podcast version of your own sources to process what you're trying to say. Once you have all of your sources inside, NotebookLM can do the most amazing things. It can make you slide decks, quizzes, infographics, reports, mind maps. It's so incredible what it can do. So for my presentation, I uploaded my messy drafts from Google Docs, added my Burn Bright Not Out logo, so it had my colors and logo, and I asked it to create me a slide deck. Then I didn't stop there. I asked for the audio, and it gave me a 2-person deep dive podcast that I could listen to out loud and further process what I wanted to be sure to have in my slide deck and share during my live presentation. Quick pause. If this video is helping you think differently, that's my goal, I want you to like and subscribe so you don't miss each week's video. Thank you so much. It's really helpful to the channel as I try to grow. Now I have a slide deck that has only a very few errors. It's quite incredible. But I did want to make some changes. Probably things that I had on the Google Doc that weren't exactly accurate for what I wanted on the slides. Here's the coolest part. You can download your slideshow from NotebookLM as a PDF, upload it into Canva, and then edit your text on the slides. I even added some more slides because I felt there was a little bit of a disconnect and I wanted to say a few more things. Now, even cooler is in NotebookLM, I can make presenter slides or detailed slides. I chose to make both, so I had more slides to work with. Now the design is a little bit different, but remember I had uploaded my logo, so it was similar enough that I could work with it. For example, one of the slide decks had a yellow background and the other a white. Well, I know how to work within Canva to make both yellow. Here's something to remember though. The content that you put in is the content you get out. So you'll get better as you use ChatGPT together with NotebookLM on putting the right content in, so you have to make less edits. Let's recap. First, you use ChatGPT to explore and generate ideas. Second, you put those ideas in as sources into NotebookLM to help you synthesize and understand what you're trying to convey. You can even listen back to your own ideas with the audio. Don't forget that option. Our listening comprehension is super strong. Third, you can edit and refine it in Canva to make it polished and shareable. And that's how you truly stop wasting time and using AI as your tool to help you. If this approach resonates with you, you've got to join us inside Income Without Burnout, because this is the kind of thing I'm sharing inside the community every single day. And the cool thing is, it's not just me sharing, it's this wonderful, warm group of entrepreneurs growing and building together. We would love to see you inside. The link is in the description below. But before you leave, tell me in the comments, do you think you'll give NotebookLM a try? Why or why not? Thank you so much for watching and staying to the end. I can't wait to see you next week. I appreciate you. It's a good day to have a good day.